Advanced care planning is effectively an opportunity for anybody with a life-limiting illness to have an opportunity to think about how they would wish to be cared for in the time approaching their death and at the time of their dying, with their friends, their families, the medical professionals who may be involved in their care. And they can also put in place things that they'd like to happen beyond their death, for instance, discussing funeral arrangements. Those are the very practical things. Sometimes they could be much softer things. A desire to have their pet in close proximity or particular music played. It really can be as detailed as the patient wishes. It's also important that it can be changed, and advanced care plans often do change, particularly when a patient has an illness that may go on for a number of months. It doesn't actually need a healthcare professional to be involved with it at all if the patient and their family are happy to do it themselves. So sometimes from a professional point of view, the important thing is making the suggestion to somebody that it is something that they should be thinking about. I think there can be a number of barriers to raising a discussion about advanced care planning. Sometimes it can be fear that stops clinicians engaging. Sometimes there's a perception that it takes a long time. And my answer to that would be sometimes these discussions can be very quick and easy. It's about choosing the right time for the patient to have that discussion and picking up on their cues. So if a patient has been courageous enough to ask, for instance, about prognosis, it's important that we answer that as honestly as we can. I think it's very important that we screen patients a number of times for the questions they may wish to be asking. I often use open questions, how, who, what, and that way you get much more information from a patient about what their fears and anxieties are. It isn't the same as a doctor saying, I think you need to think about preparing for the end of your life. It's a much more gentle way through in saying, what's important to you?